Hey man, this is the straight to DVD release of the Love of the Game podcast. Hey man, listen. Let's get to the noise, dog. Like straight up. First and foremost, welcome. Thanks everybody for watching. Thanks everybody for listening. Shout out to our listeners all over the world. Shout out to everybody in Africa. Love y'all. Shout out to our listeners in Switzerland, China. Y'all been representing. I want to make sure that we show y'all some love and that doesn't go unnoticed. California, Texas, everybody showing love. This is a Georgia basketball podcast, man. We getting love from all over. But it wouldn't be right, dog, if we didn't get into the intros, man. To my right, a future state champion. The man, $1 million worth of scholarships touched his hands over this past summer. The hottest AAU coach on the independent circuit.
Wow. High praises.
I mean, hey, look, if I'm lying, somebody come holler at me. Creekside assistant, Georgia Canes head coach. B. Will, what's good, brother?
Man, chilling. Just getting ready for high school basketball. We got some scrimmage this week, and we got our first official game on Saturday. So, kind of trying to get my mind ready for being back on the sidelines as an assistant in this regard. So yeah, just trying to get back in the mold of things, man. That's it.
Hey man, this is a real Mondre Allen production, dog. We just lost a second light, so this is. Hey man, for our guys that's been used to watching us on SUV TV, this is just how we get down. Like, step into it. To my left, South Georgia's favorite son, the South Georgia evangelist, the man that speaks the truth to all those who need to understand what's going on in South Georgia. Dante Manlock, what's good, bro?
What's up, man? Lock's way is the only way, man. Lock with the hoodie on today.
Hoodie lock.
Hoodie lock.
We got hoodie lock.
I like that hoodie lock. I like that hoodie lock.
Hey, look, fellas. First and foremost, how was everybody's weekend?
It was good, man. I caught a game.
Man, it was.
Good weekend.
It seemed like it flew by, man. And we back at it on Monday, but it's all good.
Hey, man. So Halloween happened.
Yeah.
I know that. I feel like Halloween used to be like a super big deal, but I didn't see a whole lot of costumes and all that stuff this week.
I felt like a lot of kids, usually Halloween is huge, I feel like, but it seemed like a lot of kids were hopping out of vans. Like we used to canvass the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? We hit certain neighborhoods. We know we can get 2-for-1 candies. We know they know that house gonna give us big stuff over there, whatever the case may be. And it just seemed like those times have changed. Even, being in the school system and stuff, the kids like, nah, I ain't go like trick or treating. I'm like, dog, like what you doing after school? Like
Walking for miles.
miles. We came back with 2 pillowcases full of candy.
Facts.
But I think, a bit of safety issue on that. Parents don't want their kids out at night. You can't even trust people out here nowadays. So like y'all say, I seen a lot of schools doing like trick or treating, different things like that. So instead of kids knocking on doors, they just went back to school.
Hey man, let's get to the real. This is the UnCut podcast.
Yeah.
Hey, did y'all see any costumes? Like, I mean, y'all know costumes. Like,
oh yeah, I saw Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah, I saw some Catwoman, some Batwoman.
hey man,
Megan Thee Stallion.
What did she look like Megan Thee Stallion? How were her knees? Were her knees like Megan? Did she have Megan Thee Stallion knees?
throwing it.
Hey, then, speaking of Megan Thee Stallion, her, my dude, what's my dude that she's with?
Hey, dog, her DMs are full right now.
Yeah, my dude,
Moneybag.
But from what I'm hearing, they wasn't really together. That was all the act.
A stunt.
Stunt, yeah.
Hey, her DMs full now, dog. Hey, if you ever thought about sliding in Megan Thee Stallion DMs, now's the time, my guy.
Yeah, I need to slide. I need to take my shot.
Hey, go put your bid in, dog. Now's the time, my guy. Hey, I gotta give people credit for one thing. I won't just single out women necessarily, but I'll just say this: the creativeness that it takes to make Frankenstein and the whole cast of characters look attractive.
Oh yeah.
Like I've seen like
Hey.
nurse costumes that look like stripper costumes, Frankensteins that look like stripper costumes, Dracula. Like
You know what's crazy? I was laughing about some of the costumes. Some of them girls dress like that normal. On the dating.
Yeah.
Especially up here in Atlanta. Like, you see that going to goddamn Cumberland.
Shit. You on Edgewood. You on Edgewood or somewhere down there?
Oh, man, yeah, I was at Edgewood.
You gonna see some
stuff.
I
Yeah.
used to live in Vinings, and the Publix in Vinings
Yeah.
was like a daggone
Like-
fashion show.
Like
Like
Chick-fil-A.
facts.
And across the street from Home Depot.
It's like,
Can you send me the address to
I
that?
know exactly where.
I need to pop up in there and get some. I don't know. Just I need that sound like I need to be in there though.
I had to get the hell up out of there, dog. Like this shit.
Yeah.
It was too much pressure, dog. Just going for almond milk. Like this is
You gotta really wear some clothes in there.
You gotta evaluate.
Let's see how it's going down. You reach over, put your hand on the watermelon. She put her hand on the watermelon too. Match made in heaven. Hey, that be me. Shit. Hey, I'll be in the produce section, and then she slide her hand right on the grapes, and I'm like, yeah. I love the green grapes too, baby. What's good? What's good?
Whoa. Walmart.
Yeah. Walmart, they got different level of woman in there though sometimes. Especially when you go, and depending on which Walmart it is, it's gonna be a different category of women in there. The Austell, y'all, it's probably some high class chicks in that joint.
Hey, my God, she slid her hand around.
I'm just saying.
Hey, dog. Okay. Hey, so now y'all know what it is. If y'all watching, y'all understand what it
Hey,
is.
man, Publix don't sell bright and early.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, Publix is, I mean, so I used to work at that Home Depot.
Oh,
so
for real?
going over there
Oh, yeah.
on lunch and, you know, stuff like that, trying to get little stuff before I go
Yeah.
to the house, like, and I'm looking around like, God, like, the hell going on? But yeah, that,
I need to pull up in that one there.
Fellas, if you single, yeah, the Publix in Vinings, right by 285, right by the expressway. There's a Chick-fil-A right there. There's a Starbucks right there on the corner. Just slide on in there, man. Especially on a Friday about 6 o'clock. Dog.
Is that by Cumberland Mall?
Yeah, not too far.
Not too far, yeah.
Yeah.
Right
Just
up
buy
the
a
street.
soda, man. It's hot.
Yeah.
It's just hot here. Just go in there and buy a Mountain Dew.
Dang, it be popping like that?
It do be possible. That's why I go to
It's
the
like
money
the club.
orders and stuff like that.
That's a good little area though. It's a lot of people in that little area. Yeah.
So thank me later. I'll put y'all on game. We did get some. What we didn't get. Let's talk about what we didn't get. Power is still happening every week, even though we have all said that the show is terrible.
I didn't agree with that.
No?
I ain't never agreed. That's my favorite show. Like,
Power.
yes.
So this season, I'm not talking about the show altogether, because seasons like 1 through 3 or 4 was
I'm
alright.
a fan. Like, I believe in anything 50 Cent does. I'm
Yo, he's such a savage. He was talking about his own cast member. Like, he's just, that dude crazy, bro.
I like 50, bro.
Nah, I like him too.
Dang, but like, fam. Okay, so look, let's talk about this too. So women have just decided, like, if women like you, you can get away with anything, bro. Like, you can literally.
You talking about the mush?
That meme is going viral. I can't wait to use that shit.
You can get away with doing anything if women decide that they like you, bro. So not only did
Nigga said it.
those get away with the mush, yet the 2 fingers.
Hold up. You about to talk? Are you about to talk about what happened?
That's what it is.
Are you about to talk about what happened on the latest show? Because I didn't see it. If you are, I need to cover my ears.
Last show when he mushed that.
I saw that, but I'm saying is Dre about to say? Are you about to say something else?
I'm
Something
gonna
new?
go somewhere else.
All right.
So Ghost jumps off of Power and jumps onto Tank's album and decides
What?
that he's gonna do spoken word. And that shit is the worst shit you have. And
First of all, Tank's got some weird stuff going on.
that's number one.
That's different.
That's number
Yeah, I don't even want it. It ain't gonna come out my mouth anyway.
Hey, Google it. That's number
Go
one.
listen to the Breakfast Club.
But number 2, hey dog, women have convinced this man that he can rap. Like, he on there trying to do some spoke. That shit is trash, dog.
Nah, Ghost. Nah,
Ghost.
Ghost really ain't Ghost though.
I know.
In real life, he really ain't Ghost.
Man, I ain't Tommy either, but I still.
But Tommy a little bit, at least resembles Tommy a little bit more. Ghost outside of Ghost doesn't even look like Ghost. Like he don't dress like Ghost.
What's the Ice Cube movie from back in the day with Tyra Banks and Omar Epps?
I know exactly what movie you're talking about.
He shot. He was on top of the roof and he shot Tyra Banks. They was running track.
But that ain't him. That's not the dude
That's
that played
Tommy.
Tommy.
That's Tommy. Tommy's the white guy in that movie.
That was your boy. God dog. That's the dude, and he be having you talking about the dude that played Remy.
Man, hold on.
That dude Tommy from Power did not play Remy, bro.
Watch this shit.
I haven't seen Tommy in anything but Power.
I know the dude that played Remy. He like a Knicks fan. He be playing he be posting about hip hop and all that stuff. I can't remember his name though.
Man, keep talking.
That's who played
I'm
him.
finna find the movie. Higher Learner.
Higher Learner. Yeah, that's the name of the movie. That's not Tommy though.
That's not Tommy.
Hey, Lot about to get us in some racial stuff, dog.
Oh yeah, it is Remy. Hey man, I'm waiting long.
Hey, what my man
Yeah,
name?
dog.
Man, I can't even think of his name.
Michael Rappaport.
Michael Rappaport.
Yeah, it is him.
Hey,
My bad.
Hey, dog. Hey.
My bad.
Hey, Tommy gonna come up here and slap Lot. He said he looked like Michael Rappaport. Hey man, shout out to John Witherspoon. We talking about the movies that we love, man.
Pops,
Passed
man.
away. Rest in peace, man.
That hurt.
It did.
That hurt.
It was sudden too.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
You know what? You know what's funny? So I got in an argument with a coworker of mine, female. She's from Cali. So I told her they cannot make a last Friday now. Like, there's no way impossible. And so she was like,
I mean, you can make it. You gotta figure out what to do.
yeah,
like,
but she was like,
You can put him in some parts, right?
But I told her, I was like, well, I don't think Chris Tucker want to do it. She was like,
No,
you can make one without Chris Tucker. I'm like, you can't make the
Nah.
last Friday.
Why doesn't he want to do it?
I think it was money.
Oh.
Because at first, they got paid like $5,000 for the first film. Then he got Rush Hour. So Rush Hour money, Friday money.
That's totally different. But he should do that for the culture.
He
dog.
should.
Like, come on, man. Like,
We need it.
If we can give a Bad Boys 3, y'all can't give us.
Man, we can't come to American too.
That's facts.
But can he really be Smokey all over again? Unless you have somebody who's younger who can
Yes.
the storyline who can
Right, dollar sign, I'll be smoking.
I don't think.
yeah, but some things is like some things are hard to redo. That's why like even with like Jeezy, for instance, like Jeezy's music, it's hard for me to listen to it now because Jeezy back in the day to me is
You're not
like
getting them for
I'm not gonna get that no
You're not
more.
getting them.
And I don't want to ruin that moment in time. So it's the same thing. I'm like, well, are you gonna get what you're looking for? And then when you don't get it, you're gonna be like, well, damn, that shit wasn't even that good.
Depends on the writing, dog. Like, can he? Like, to your point, can he be Smokey? I don't necessarily.
He's gonna be like Smokey's dad or some shit.
Yeah, I don't want to see him be try to be.
Yeah,
Smokey. You know what I mean?
he like
Yeah.
he like an OG.
Yeah.
Like an OG.
Yeah, I want to see him do something else. The thing that I'm the most scared for is actually Coming to America too.
I was scared. I don't think this shit did.
It's in Rick Ross' house too.
Coming to America is my favorite movie of all. That's the one movie that I don't care what happens, even if it come on TV. Like I'm gonna watch it. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it every time.
That's how I feel about Harlem Nights.
That's facts. That's
Harlem
facts.
Nights.
That's facts. You gonna shoot me in my pinky toe?
But yeah, that Pops death, man. Like I grew up on the Wayne Brothers.
Yeah.
Like I watched.
I saw the video of Pops and it popped up on my timeline. He was talking about Yao Ming. He was like, "You 7'7" and got 1 rebound." Like, that shit was hilarious, nigga. That shit was so funny.
He was still, to me, my favorite role was him in Boomerang, dog.
True.
True. Whip.
Nah,
I whip. Hey, dog. Hey, man, that movie was off the chain. Yeah. Fellas, we did get some basketball.
Yeah, we did.
Hey, man, I'm going to tell y'all something. This shit don't look like no preseason games, dog.
No, it's not.
Like,
They're not. They're not looking like scrimmages.
Like, the environment, it don't look like the fans feel like this is a scrimmage. Like, hey, Southwest DeKalb and Tucker look like that shit was packed.
That was a mid-December January feel.
Like playoff game, region game.
Yeah, region game. Yeah.
I know the shit that we normally talk like, well, the coach is not running their best stuff, and You only going the rotations ain't gonna be the same because I understand what we say, but shit,
they trying to win.
Hey, dog, I feel like in them environments where the crowd is yelling and the players is going at it, like, hey, dog, Terrence Edwards was all up in Eugene Brown's face, like, nigga, hey, dog, lights on, it's showtime.
Yeah,
like
they showed up.
Hey, dog,
every last one of them players, they. For me, I didn't go to the game, but I caught it on SUV and just the atmosphere from the tip off.
Crazy, bro. Crazy. Like, when I look at that game, and me and you, we talked about it off air, how much better it looks like Jamonte Hill has gotten.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. I was actually.
I mean, they have a different camp set up for him every other weekend. I mean, shit. I'm just saying, bro.
What you mean?
He's on a different camp flyer every day. I mean, damn, y'all making the camps for him. At least to help him work on his game.
yeah.
If my face was on the camp flyer every week, man, I better be the best shooter in the gym. I
don't know nothing about that, bro. I don't know. I ain't seen no camp flyer, but I saw.
You ain't seen he be on every camp flyer. Well, not all. He be on a lot of them. Yeah.
I mean, you know.
Not like the on the radar and stuff, like not those, but like he be on a lot of them other joints. He be on them.
Promote, dog.
That's what they doing. It's like the club.
Yeah, like the clubs. He hosting. But I can't say the kid got better. Like, he got a lot better, bro.
He's big too.
Like,
he's big.
He was handling better. He was passing better. Like.
So do you think he's a high major player?
He's gonna go high major.
He's gonna go. I mean.
What are his offers? You guys remember?
He got Tech.
Xavier, right? Is Xavier one? Texas. I know he had Texas.
I think so.
But
he's got the size to go high major for sure.
Like you say, he handled the ball.
He's big.
I'm gonna tell you this. Like, to me, I'll leave it to the coaches to decide. You know, who kid, high major, low major. I don't know. I know he's definitely a D1 kid. He got a body, like, he got a great length, great size. But the knock was, like, can he really hoop? And to me, like, the other night, he showed that he can actually hoop. Like, he can play.
Nah, I was impressed with him, though. I was impressed really with both teams overall.
A lot.
I think because both of them in 6A, it's really going to be a toss-up between Southwestern Cab, Tucker, South Carolina, different things like that. Like, it's really I can't point at one team and be like, this team is going to win the state championship. It's only a few teams that I have in my mind that I could point to and say they're going to win state championship. 6A is so fucking wide open.
Crazy.
Yeah, that shit loaded.
And I'm gonna be real. Like, Southwest Cab looked way better than what I expected.
Yeah,
bro.
it did.
Like, they looked a lot better. Like,
not having KD.
Hell yeah.
Eugene held his own. Like,
they moving that damn ball too, bro.
Yeah,
they moving that damn ball. Like, they swinging.
Yeah.
Like,
and
so.
They got some good senior guards too. I had noticed too while I was watching the game. They were pretty good. But
Dude, hey, Eugene Brown.
Yeah.
Hey, dog. Eugene Brown is giving me everything I wish Caleb Washington would.
Oh, no.
Speak on it.
Look, and I ain't hating on Caleb because, to me, I think Caleb is one of the more skilled players. I can't say, like, in the state or no shit like that. I'm just going to say he's one of the more skilled players that I've seen in a little while. Like, I can't look at Caleb's game and say there's anything that he can't do necessarily. Like, he has the skill to do it. Yeah. Eugene Brown was just out there doing it.
Yeah.
Like, Eugene Brown would, like I said, you're going up against Jamonte, you're going up against Terrence Edwards, both everybody talking noise, and Eugene Brown stepped up.
I think Eugene just coming out here, he got hurt last year. Yeah. So I think now he's just really trying to prove himself to the state. Because think about it, his name doesn't come up a lot.
No.
Davion, Caleb, Sharif, all those guys' names come up. Eugene going to Ohio State, and we don't say shit.
Nothing. Hey, Eugene, like, I ain't got that fucking Ohio State offer for nothing.
Say nothing
Nigga, I'm nice.
Kid. KD left, he's still fucking hooping. Like,
hey,
fuck.
Hey, Eugene said, nigga, I'm nice, bro. Yeah. Like, I gotta give him credit, dog. Like, he to me, last year, it was the jump shooting. Like, he pulled it from deep. getting out in transition, getting some easy buckets or whatever. But now it seemed like he kind of put it all together. Like, shit, half court, whatever, bop, bop. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you those. I'm gonna drive. Like, he made some tough finishes around people.
Yeah.
Like,
So that makes me think of something for some reason randomly. So these kids that have left and gone to these prep schools are missing out on these opportunities to play in front of sold out high school gyms. To go to random prep schools, like,
I won't say random. What Montreal would say, you gotta do what's best for you. So some of them keep.
but some of those places don't get better than what they're about to experience as a senior or a junior in those type of gyms where you have SUV TVs recording, you got 10 cameras watching, you got people tweeting and doing write-ups. It's cheerleaders, it's girls, it's parents. You know what I mean? It's like
it is two different types of games because I went to Core 4 and Middle Georgia Prep game.
Was there anybody there?
It was a few. Well, they was taping Core 4.
Yeah, media people were there, but it wasn't no fans like that.
Besides parents,
There's nobody there.
it's a different type of game.
Cause I mean, yeah, but yeah, nah. Don't get me wrong. The games, I'm saying, I'm sure the games are great. Basketball games, the level was great, but it's like that atmosphere. Like you're gonna remember that for the rest of your life. You know what I mean? Even if you do like go high major division, whatever you're gonna remember. Like, damn, we played Southwest Cab, we played Tucker, and that joint was packed. It was bad. You know what I mean? You're never gonna forget that. Like,
hey, dog, that's why I say, like, everybody is so focused on trying to, like, seem like there's one path to get to where you're trying to go, or, like, everybody's journey gonna be different. Now, somebody's journey is gonna be TSF Core 4 to the league. You see what I'm saying? And then somebody else's journey is gonna be damn, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Southwest Academy, whatever.
Everybody's journey is different.
Gonna be Huntington Prep or somewhere else. Like,
everybody's journey is different. Yeah.
But you gotta know if you built for the shit that you in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
that's true.
Everybody is trying to jockey for shit and
for positioning.
Built for that shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, everybody ain't like niggas rushing to transfer to damn McKeetra and a Will or some shit. Everybody ain't built for that shit, bro.
Nah.
Like, you know, or everybody ain't built to go to Core 4 and go move out of your mom and daddy's house and go live with your team and go work out. You know what I mean?
Work out 3 times a day.
You know, being on the road and all that shit. Everybody ain't.
That's a serious dream.
You gotta make sure that you consider your full path in the end and make sure you ready for that shit because ain't nobody out here playing out like.
Right. It's business. Yeah.
That damn Pebblebrook Thorough game, dog. Ain't nobody fucking playing, bro.
Right. They coming at you.
It was no game. Like
that was a fucking scrimmage. That was a fucking match. That was a wrestling match out there. Not just saying they was wrestling, they was fighting out there.
They was going at it.
They was just going at it.
They was going at it.
All right, you got this. I'm gonna come back and give you this. You got that. I'm gonna come back and give you that. I was like,
hey, wasn't nobody bullshitting at all, bro.
Yeah,
like
that was a good ass game.
I was highly impressed, and it just let me know. I've been saying it. This is gonna be one of the best basketball seasons I feel like we've ever seen because it is so wide open. And I'm not saying just for high school. Shit, I'm talking about
private school too.
Private
shit gonna be NBA gonna be jumping like that shit.
College
gonna be jumping like this is gonna be one of the best basketball seasons we've seen in a minute, bro. Like that shit gonna be going. Like,
yeah.
That Pebblebrook, dog, you talking about not packed to capacity, but it was damn packed in there.
Yeah, Thera fans came and represented too. They came out. And them dudes hoop like from the tip, you know. Like, and I got to give Caleb some flowers too. Like, Caleb did better. I feel like he has a huge opportunity. I'm just call it like this. The motherfucker had 30, what should have been 30, 35 on the board last night and didn't get it. Mm-hmm. And that's on him. Because shit, I didn't think nobody could damn guard him. But can't nobody guard Caleb but Caleb. Like, that's, to me, that shit in his head. Now, I'm sure Robbie would say otherwise, but to me, right, watching the game, can nobody guard Caleb but Caleb? But you got to go out there and produce. Now, I will say
he was better on the glass and better defensively than what I expected to see. Like, cause he was trying to meet dudes at the rim. Like he wasn't bullshitting.
Yeah, he wasn't bullshitting. Now, like you said, like we talked about, he just take so many. I ain't even say take plays off. He's
not forcing an issue.
After a couple possessions, you forget he's out there.
Right.
You forget he's really out there. So it's like, in transition, he was unstoppable. But then what I just noticed in the half court setting, he really didn't show any will. No, he showed a good handle, but it wasn't a tight handle. Where it just bang, bang, bang. He's doing that, getting by, finishing and stuff like that. So he didn't look bad, but I think I think as the season progressed, I think he's gonna get better. That was just a scrimmage game. So I think Caleb's gonna be a name we're gonna be talking about a lot this season.
I think so. My thing is, I was the most impressed with him as a passer. True. He makes the right play.
Yeah.
Like, and I can't necessarily knock him for that. But now sometimes you just gotta go. Like sometimes I saw a couple possessions. Caleb wide open in the corner. He hands up, calling for the ball, and don't get it. Mm. Y'all turn the fucking ball over, or somebody take a shot, y'all miss or whatever, and Thurl go down and score. Mm-hmm. Okay, you gotta cut somebody out.
Yep.
Like, and I'm not knocking his teammates. All of them dudes are good, but somebody has to rise and be that guy.
Yep, but on that Pebblebrook team, it's so much talent. They probably looking at like, shit, I can make this shot. Why I'm gonna pass it to you? I'm not saying they're thinking that,
right? But
it's so like, think about it. They had 2 sophomores to come off the bench and gave
and could play
and gave big minutes and hit big time shot. Andre Young
and Niles.
Yeah. They came out in the second half, well, the fourth quarter and the dope 2 overtimes.
Hey fam, and they got 3 freshmen dressing varsity, and all them niggas can play.
True.
True. They got 3 freshmen that probably could have played in that game, talent-wise.
Yeah,
right?
Talent-wise,
talent-wise, could have played in that game. Like, I think TJ got a couple minutes, but not a lot. But they had 2 other freshmen over there that could play. That's a deep, deep roster. Like, I'm not knocking Danny Stubbs. What's your boy name? Jamal Kleiss?
Man, hey.
He can play.
I said it, and I'm saying it there. Like the mid-range game, the mid-range shooting, and just what Jamal Kleiss, getting his shot off.
He can get to it.
Without dribbles, with limited dribbles, getting to his spot, he might be one of the best in the state. Gonna average 20, just knocking mid-range, no threes.
See, but this is my thing though, like, to me, he was the dude that was willing to take a tough shot when I wanted that to be Caleb. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was the dude that was willing, like, oh shit, we done last 3 possessions, we got turnover, miss.
Yeah.
Shit, I'm about to go get one. You know what I mean? I wanted that to be Caleb. Like,
but that might not be Caleb demeanor. That you gotta see Jamal Kleiss. Like Jamal coming off curves, coming off screens, and not even taking the dribble. He's catching it and getting his feet set, letting it go, and it's automatic.
Yeah.
And it's like, there they have an answer for that at all.
No.
But one thing about there, if you got them on your schedule, you need to prepare for them now.
How do you game plan for them?
You're gonna have to decide that for them to beat you, that you're willing to die for it.
But here's but here's the thing. Okay, so I'm assuming that everything goes through Son. It starts with Son. He brings the ball down every time.
No.
But if I
got like 3 guys to bring the ball,
I get that, but I mean, if I took him completely out of the game and made somebody else run the offense, it could get tough. I'm not saying that. That's my point. I know they have other people that are talented that can handle the ball, but I'm just saying if you take the point guard off, take him out the equation. Sometimes high school teams and they don't know how to get into their stuff all the time without that person who always has that ball in their hand.
Without him, it could get
tough. Yeah.
Because, and then too, they probably count on him because to be a small guard, the knock on him is not a great jump shooter.
No.
Right? But motherfucker don't turn the ball.
Like I'd rather have like Ray Sean try to get them into the offense because he's naturally a 2 guard. and then or maybe some of the other kids try to start the offense, and then like Son, I would try to face guard him all out face guard and see how that went for a quarter, and then if they were out of the rhythm, then I feel like then you probably got a chance to beat them.
But then, dog, you just gonna have to deal with how they attack that glass too, because like you gotta be willing to die about that, dog. That's just my thing.
You got to go in and ready to like scrap for your life.
Whatever it is,
it
is, dog. Like,
to the end of the day,
you're gonna have to stand up to them because they are they goons,
they gritty,
and they champions, dog. Yeah. Like they play like
they seasoned.
I tell you, Bryce, they play like we're supposed to beat you.
Yeah,
you know
and
but
they are.
They got that edge, like
they got that edge, that confidence, that
swag. They are.
Like,
one thing we better talk about what we noticed. Nobody on Daryl's team was laughing or making a smile
at all.
They was like, we got.
It was business. It was all business.
Locked in, dog.
Yeah, they was locked like.
So, perfect example. Pebblebrook versus Westlake at Wheeler, right? Westlake up 3. Drew Drennan taking the ball out at half court.
Yeah.
Right? They try to run a little screen. Colin catches that bitch. 1-2 dribble over damn Chuma and Danny Lewis. And everybody go crazy. But the game is not over. The damn game was tied.
Right.
But the way Westlake responded was like the game was over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Same shit.
We felt defeated. I can speak from being on the bench of that game.
Yeah. You were on the
We were like, we did all that work and wow.
So imagine this scenario.
Yeah.
Same scenario.
Danny Stubbs
hit that shit from damn half court, bro.
Deep ass.
I saw the highlight.
Caught it on the run. And you know what? Someone told me Danny's been practicing that shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, George told me the same thing.
He said he's been practicing that shot.
He
shot that motherfucker. No, but like as soon as you left his hand, like this bitch gonna go in.
But that's good though. I mean, I think that's good to practice stuff like that, honestly. Now, of course, you got to practice everything else first. But like sometimes if I'm doing drill work and stuff, if I have a crew that I feel like has a group of guards that I feel like have mastered certain things, I'm gonna I let them step out and shoot from the white line.
Yeah.
Because to me, it's like, okay, if you know, why not? Like that's what the game is coming to. But if you're gonna leave me open back here and I got the range to do it, I'm gonna shoot it. I'm gonna pull it. I'm gonna let it fly. So, but that takes practice because it's far. You know what I mean? Like you got to use your legs. You got to know how. You got to be strong enough to do it.
Facts.
So,
Danny made that shit from half court, bro. No lie.
Yeah.
No lie.
I saw it.
Yeah. Half court, but then fans run out on the stage.
Oh yeah, it was wild.
For a scrimmage?
Wow, bro.
Oh, it was wild.
Hey, dog, you almost had to close the court, bro. Like everybody.
Pretty real something lost in the regulation. Daryl missed a lot of fucking free throws.
Facts.
A lot of free throws.
Flexing, like Danny Stubbs flexing for the camera, all that shit, which he deserved to, right?
Oh yeah.
But look, I looked down at the damn thorough bench.
Oh, Eddie Jordan in the huddle getting ready.
That shit.
He getting ready for the damn overtime.
But look, after he made the shot, Robbie walked back to the damn bench. Let's go. Like
he wanted to play more.
He was already in that moment like, oh, fuck that. Y'all think y'all win it? Nigga, hell no. Like this, I came to get one. You know what I mean?
And all them dudes play together on A18, right? They play on the same team.
Everybody except for Robbie. Robbie don't
play. No, Robbie played with Caleb, with Game Elite.
Yeah.
So most of them dudes do play together though.
Yeah,
few of them. So they know each other really well. Yeah.
That's why some of the Pillsboro kids were laughing.
To me, that's the thing that makes Thurl so tough to beat. Because anybody else would have reacted the way we saw Westlake react. That's normal. The way Westlake reacted is damn normal, dog.
Yeah.
We still talking about kids, bro.
Because I expect Thurl to lose once he went to overtime.
Once he went to overtime?
Yeah.
Hell no, bro.
Yeah, they showed me a lot.
And they stepped up their level of intensity after that.
They did. They kept playing, man.
Like
my guy, Cam Forston. That's his name. Yeah, Forston. The kid. He didn't. I don't even think he scored in the first half. The kid that was knocking out the clutch free throws.
Yeah.
He probably didn't score.
Let me that shot. I'm thinking back on it because I had to remember how it was, but like the whole scenario was foul because they threw the ball into Colin. The clock didn't start. The He hit the ball off his leg. And then the clock didn't start. You know, that was 4 or 5 seconds right there. Then they reset it, gave it back to him. I'm like, man, you know he gonna knock this shot down. So really, like, but that loss, that shot, not only did we lose the game, but that in the state seedings, that put us on a whole different side of the bracket where if we'd have won that game, we would have been on the side. We probably would have at least got to the Elite Eight. Because we'd have smacked those two teams, like we would have cruised through. Instead, we on the side with Ashton Hagens. We was on the side where it was like a gauntlet, and we had Chuma. Danny Lewis. I mean, we talking about buckets. Like these dudes are walking buckets, and it was still a gauntlet. Like
it's drama.
And then on Newton, they had old boy Isaiah Miller, who probably gonna go to the NBA. He took off from us on the free throw line.
He jumping out the gym.
And then Ashton Hagens was so big as a high school point guard, even though we had Chuma and Danny, his mismatch at the point guard position was just, it was nothing we could have, you know what I mean? He was just so big. Like, so that shot, I know the feeling. Like, it hurts. It's hard to get yourself back into the, when you've performed and you executed your game plan for a whole 4 quarters, and it's like.
Hey, like I said, I feel like that the response that y'all had at Westlake was normal.
Yeah.
When I looked down and seen Robbie responding and, the way he responded, I was like, oh, shit. Like,
well, it's funny. Like I say, Coach Eddie and my dude, Coach Crane, I think they just did a good job, man, of just them kids wasn't composed.
Yeah, but you know that comes from winning. So like the fact that they are coming off a state championship, it's almost like, oh, we've been here before. Yeah, we've been here before. We're calm. We lose. It's okay.
That's what I said, dog.
It's no snort off our back. We're gonna roll with what we got to deal with ahead of the time.
They looking at this shit like, dog.
Now think about it. Think about if that game was a playoff game and it was the other way around, where I didn't have a state championship in my back pocket. I'm like, shit. All right, they just hit that shot. Like, okay, we supposed to win this game. We favored to win the state championship. They hit that shot. Now your momentum, you've lost all of that. You know what I mean? But shit, they're gonna be tough to beat. They kind of in cruise control.
They want to scare your team. You be a 2A school. You be a powerhouse 7A school in their house.
Hey, dog. Locked in, dog. They was locked in, bro.
And you know what? I wasn't sold on Ray Son. I was impressed with him yesterday.
Man, I saw a lot of kids out there that I like, bro. Like, it was a lot of talent on the floor.
Yeah,
man.
it was a lot of future college prospects.
That's fact, man.
That
kid, the kid that used to be a Hillgrove that's playing at Pebblebrook now.
Who?
That kid, the big kid.
Blake.
Hey, man, that kid is good.
Yeah.
That kid is good, bro.
I think he could, by the time it's all said and done, because he's younger, so he has time, I think he could be a high major kid. Could possibly. He's definitely a mid-major, really a good mid-major basketball player.
That kid, number one.
He's big too.
He's bigger than I thought.
Yeah.
He's big. Right? And he's gonna get bigger, I think. You know what I mean?
Coachable.
Yeah, he's a good kid.
Have a great relationship.
Yeah, he's a good kid. Yeah, he's a good kid.
He shoots the mid-range shot way better than I expected too. Like, that kid.
I kind of compare him to a younger Terrell Ard, but with more time, I think he's gonna end up. You know what I mean? Like I said, that's why I said he possibly could get some of those high major offers because he has 2 more years left and he's already like what 6'8". He's close to 6'8".
Yeah.
6'7"ish, 6'8".
Yep.
Yeah.
Can play.
And he can play. Yeah. And he's not scared to bang. He's gonna play above the rim. I like him, man. I like his game. I think he's gonna be one of those dudes. Pebblebrook's loaded. Yeah.
So damn loaded.
On paper, they probably got the most talented team overall. And them guys are young. His starting 5 was juniors. Hey, and he brought 2 sophomores off the bench.
Hey, I'm gonna be the one to say this, dog, because we gonna keep it real. This is Love of the Game podcast. Unloaded.
Yeah.
Hey, Tyler Shirley.
Oh no. Blank me out of this comment.
Your team gonna need you, dog. And I'm just gonna leave it at that. Your team is gonna need you, and you're gonna have to decide to get every fucking rebound. Every fucking rebound. And guard the best guy on the other team. Your team gonna need you to do that. And I ain't hating on your game. I ain't hating none of that, bro.
Thing is,
I'm just calling it like I see it.
Tyler's not gonna guard the best guy. You're gonna have to put Jamal Clyce on the best guard. Like you playing Chance Moore or Kowalski, Matthew Cleveland. I think Jamal. That's what I think. What's Pepperbrook really missing? They don't have nobody to real grit.
It's gonna sit out. Yeah.
Just gonna do it. I'm gonna get.
But I don't see why Tyler couldn't do that.
That's not his game.
It's not his. Might not be in his DNA. Yeah.
Hey man, my boy be dripping, man. You see that boy Instagram?
Well, but that's what I'm saying. That to me, that need like if I'm him and I want to get, if I ain't gonna leave it. If I want to win a state championship, if I want my name on this team to be mentioned with
everybody
the
else.
other top kid names in the state, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do what Robbie does.
They just built different though.
Yeah.
They just like. Oh, speaking of Robbie's gonna play the 3 in college.
Yeah.
I don't like. I got in arguments about Robbie over the years, and I'm like, what? Robbie's handling the ball. Robbie's shooting. Robbie hit 3 threes. He hit a couple mid range. He did a dunk. He blocking shots. Like,
still got another year.
Yeah,
right?
still got
another year.
He's the most productive player. I think top 3, top 4 most productive player in the state.
To me, Robbie,
He's gonna get a double a game.
To me, Robbie just plays so hard.
He plays hard.
But I want to see from Robbie the same type of leap in skill that I saw from Jamonte. I want to see him take the next step.
I think he will.
You know what I mean? I feel like his jump shot, he was knocking down jump shots last night. I want to see that continue.
Yeah.
Right? But I want to see him become better as a passer. Right? You know what I mean? To put him on that level where I feel like we all believe that he's going, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like he's going there, but motherfucker just plays so hard, bro.
Oh, yeah. I think that's going to be their downfall. They don't have a knockdown shooter. Yeah. That's one thing I did notice. Nobody can really just sit there and knock down shots.
They did have a kid that made a few. The kid with the dreads. I can't remember.
Oh, yeah, he came up.
So you can play a zone and slow him down and make him shoot.
I wouldn't say that.
I mean, well, Pebblebrook set in his own.
Pebblebrook set in his
Pebblebrook, that's Pebblebrook thing though. They play a matchup zone.
They're own, and it's like.
So how did they shoot the ball? Did they shoot the ball well in the zone?
They made some threes.
And they got to the free throw line a lot.
But I'm gonna tell you, they almost shot them 40 free throws.
Yeah, they got to the free throw, and I feel like the refs missed a lot of calls on the end.
Fam, they crashed that damn glass so hard, bro.
So you got to box out.
Oh yeah, you got to box out.
Who else is on the glass besides Robbie?
Rayshawn.
Oh, Rayshawn.
Cam. Like, they got guys, like, the guys, we don't know their name, like.
They just flying around.
Yeah, he's going in his bench.
Yeah.
He's going into his bench.
And they got legs, and they going out there and getting it in.
And that's what I'm saying about, like, that's why I said what I said about Caleb Washington. Like, I felt like, even with the foul count discrepancy that it was in that game, I feel like Caleb had opportunities to take over the game. I feel like Tyler Shirley had opportunities to change the game. If he's willing, like I said, to be that guy, I'm getting every damn rebound. You know what I mean? I'm challenging every shot. Like, some of them second chance points that hurt Pebblebrook shouldn't have happened. I'm not necessarily blaming the kid. I'm just saying every kid got an opportunity to get better and grow. Like, that's one of the areas that I feel like I would like to see Tyler Shirley grow and get better. Like, because he got the body, he got the athleticism to go do it.
He got all the tools. He definitely got all the tools to be special. But, man, we talking about every kid, but the kid that hit the game winner, well, not the game winner, but sent the game to overtime, Danny Stubbs shot the ball.
Hey, dog.
Man, fading away, Danny shot the ball pretty well.
Kid a problem.
I think he needs to become a better creator.
Yeah.
And look for teammates more, like just create and get bam, bam, bam. Look for teammates, but shooting the ball out of him and Jamal Clyce.
Does he play above the rim?
No. He
Can
can get to the rack though.
Yeah.
He can definitely get to the rack, but he's not. He can dunk, but he's not dunking on nobody.
I got to shout out to the coaches too, because damn, every sideline, or not sideline, but every baseline out of bounds, Pepperbrook got a wide open layup, dog, or a wide open shot baseline out of bounds. Hey, dog, George and Pat is over there drawing them motherfuckers up, bro. Like,
Nah, they got some shit.
hey,
Nah, they got some shit. They got some shit. You know, I don't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
It's funny because I watched Jared and Colin. They're doing the same shit with Danny and Jamal Clyce, and they're doing, and I don't think it's not gonna be as good, but I think if you got when you Danny and Jamal Clyce next year, that's gonna be the best backcourt in the state.
But look, the kids that hit the big shots.
Or the young guns.
What's the young guns?
The young
they might be even better.
Yeah, the young freshman U kids.
Over time, Dre Young and Niles might be even better than Danny Stubbs and Jamal Clyce.
By they senior year, if they stay.
Hey, dog. Yeah, because you're not getting the elevator screens that they used to run for Jared Harper. You're not getting those no more. But, hey, you might. With those two, you might eventually get those.
They play some big minutes.
Hit big shots, too.
Yeah. Wasn't scared. Wasn't scared at all.
Hey, Niles came in, first touch, 3, bang.
They took him out. Yeah. Took his goddamn.
Hey, look.
Look at Niles there, like.
Then he got in the game again late and hit one in the corner, like.
Most definitely.
Hey, the kid that, I like Pebblebrook as a group. Tyler Shirley, I like you too, man. I'm just talking basketball, bro. Like, I just want to see, every kid reach the highest level of themselves that they could possibly reach, dog. Because to me, that makes the game way more fun to go watch, dog. Like,
so, Daryl and Southwest DeKalb play this upcoming Saturday. Who you got?
Daryl and Southwest DeKalb. That's gonna be tough.
Daryl and Southwest DeKalb at the Southwest DeKalb Showdown Showcase. Who you got? Who do you got?
I'm going with Daryl. I don't know how I could go against, like, after what I just saw. Like, for me to pick against them, they're going to have to be playing, like, McKeitry.
They got East Coweta on the schedule this year.
Shit. East Coweta might beat them, though.
East Coweta probably going to get them.
East Coweta, hey, because Youngblood ain't coming off the gas on you, dog.
Youngblood different.
You know what? I want to see Robbie match up with Youngblood.
Hey, Robbie don't want that.
Youngblood different.
He's different, but Robbie's not going to back down.
No, he's not.
That's why I want to see it. Robbie's going to bark at him.
Facts. He's gonna be in his ear for sure. Robbie gonna let him know.
It's gonna be different from Robbie to had to step out there and guard him though. If he guards him, it ain't gonna be like guarding no 3, 4, or 5.
It's not.
Youngblood different, dog. Youngblood different.
Yeah, he different.
Dog.
They was at the game last night.
I want to see it though.
I seen all the kids at the game. Like all them kids was at the game. South Cobb kids. Holy Innocent kids.
Facts.
I seen kids from Eastside High School. I was like, it was a lot of kids at that game. So I was like, it's back.
Man, basketball is so amazing, dog. Like, this sport is, hey, dog, 6'8" is a motherfucker, bro. 6'8" is a
honestly, I think all the classifications are good. Honestly.
Yeah.
You know, there's levels to the basketball, so you don't expect no 1-8 public school game to be a 7-8 game, but it's still some good teams.
It's proven. If you can play, it don't matter about that classification, dog. If you can hoop.
Yeah, it's proven, yeah. Most definitely.
I got to shout out Kennesaw State. They play Creighton on Tuesday.
That's gonna be a tough one.
You going?
It's away.
It's away, yeah.
It's away. Yeah.
They ain't put you on the bus. You ain't got a bus pass?
Hey, coach, holla at me. I'll catch that flight. Holla at me. But they play Creighton on Tuesday, man. Good luck to Kennesaw State. Jamie Lewis, I just want to see Jamie Lewis hoop and look good and be back to being Jamie. And I don't know why. I don't know that kid, not personally and no shit like that. I just miss watching him play. So I want to see him out there hooping and playing, dog. It's been a long time since I've seen Jamie. I haven't seen Jamie play
since high school.
Since he sophomore,
junior, sophomore, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, since he was playing for Westlake, I haven't seen him play, and I want to see him hoop, man. So
Jamie looked good at practice. I went to practice like a week ago. I was impressed with Jamie. Terrell's gonna get a lot of minutes.
Yeah.
Terrell.
What about Big Boy from
Amani. I think Money gonna end up starting before the season ends. Yes.
Damn.
Yes, like he looks that good in practice. And think about, I don't think Kennesaw has a lot of hype. Also, but Marnie, like, man, running the floor, he's banging, he's active. Yo, like he's gonna determine a lot of Kennesaw State wins.
Success.
Yeah, success. Yeah, I want to say yeah. But the Georgia kids looking good, man. I seen Danny. I think Danny was just coming back. And he looked a little off, but you know, once he get back and run, we know what he can do. Especially, I know you know Bryce. You seen the first hand.
Yeah, he's a bucket. He gonna have a good year.
I want to see him do it, man. Kennesaw State, go kick Creighton's ass, man. Go give him one, coach. I feel like we got the right coach, but I'm in it for the long haul, man. Like, I feel like I'm looking at it 5 years, 6 years down the line. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I'm hoping that he's still there. I'm hoping because at the end of the day, if he does too good of a job, then you're going to have to fight somebody for him. You know what I mean?
Damn, Georgia Tech.
But I feel like shit.
Yikes.
I feel like we got the right coach, though.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like Kennesaw State finally got the right coach, got the right whole staff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is the first time since I've been in Atlanta that every event that I go to, I see Kennesaw State at the event. Somebody from Kennesaw State at the event. Like,
and that's really all it takes, man. It's just to show up. Sometimes just show up and wear your shirt.
They hitting hard. Shit, Kennesaw State was in Marietta Gym, dog.
Yeah.
Like, they hitting it hard, dog. So
now y'all got coaches.
Oh man, let's not get started on that.
Let's not go there, cause I don't want
Yeah, you don't want to smoke.
I don't want to smoke.
Yeah. Episode 3.
Bang. KD committed to Georgia.
Yeah.
Can't get out of here without congratulations, KD. Good pickup for Georgia. I'm always happy to see a local kid go. I wish I could see you play alongside of Ant-Man. He's going to be long gone, my guy.
Yeah, he's going to be gone by then. He's going to be gone by March.
Sam Hines committed to Denver.
We know why.
That is an amazing pickup for Denver.
Yeah, they trying to build a little pipeline here. It seems like from Cobb County pipeline.
I ain't mad at it.
Do what you got to do.
Yeah.
I ain't mad at it.
I mean, if you want to win, you got to come get kids from certain areas. This area is an area that you got to heavily recruit.
Got to come and get one.
Yeah. If you want to win, you got to get kids out of Atlanta metro area. It's just this is what it is.
It's a pro on every street.
Yeah. He's tough. He's a tough hooper. He can go.
Yeah, he's tough.
We can close on this, man. Have y'all ever coached in? I saw a NIA game, Talladega in Alabama, beat somebody 157 to like 82.
Who they play? You know the team?
When the shot, they had a 15-second shot
I
clock.
have to go look at this shit again.
They must have 15-second shot clock. That shit was going on.
Hold on, I'm about to find that too. I'm about to find the score.
Hey, I was watching some NAI hoops this week too, because one of the kids we had on the Kings was playing, and you know, it's like I wish, and I have never seen it until now. I wish that people would like entertain those offers. You know, I wish kids would go to those schools, because you see they on YouTube, they on TV, they're streaming it. Your box scores are printed off the same way as another kid on another level. Box scores are printed off. It's the same thing. I get it. Maybe the gyms are a little bit smaller. I understand, not necessarily. Yeah, depending on where you go. But if you want to play at the next level, and that's your dream, man.
And I'm going straight to the NAI Hoops Report Twitter.
I think that's where I was streaming it from.
That's where I'm going. Yeah, I got the links from there too. Yeah.
Well,
they got that score. I gotta find that score.
What I think though, people really just don't glorify it enough.
Yeah, hey, they beat Talladega, Alabama beat Pensacola Christian 136 to 57.
Yeah,
that's like an AAU game.
They almost beat them by 100.
That's a lot of pressure.
Yeah. At a certain point, you got to call off the dogs. I don't care if it is college.
Hey, so look.
Like, back up, play at 2-3.
I've been in some blowouts. Bryce, you been in any?
I've been in a ton of blowouts. I've been in some blowouts so bad that people want to fight me afterwards.
Like, have you ever been on the losing side of some of these though?
And in AAU, not really, but like in high school, I've been blown out a few times. Yeah,
I just want to.
because AAU, I go get my kids. I ain't gonna get my ass beat.
So, but what do you say, bro? After like, we just moving on to the next game. Me personally, I ain't seen.
Nah. You gotta act like you're mad. Yeah, you gotta be like, man, what the fuck were you doing? Like,
Right.
how the fuck? I know we gotta, you gotta.
Team, literally, you know that. Like you knew that was gonna happen. What
Okay, if the team can still be better than you, but you don't have to get beat by 40 points. If you do some of the things you're supposed to do, if you're boxing out, okay, you need to box out. If you miss free throws, you know what I'm saying? Some shit you can control. Like,
can your team play as hard and almost as well as they can play and still lose by 60? Do you feel like your kids play really hard and the other team is just that good?
maybe not 60, but probably like 30. Yeah. Because, I mean, sometimes, like, you're just playing a team. I don't know about NAI yet. I don't know enough. But I know, like, at different levels that sometimes you're just playing dudes. Like Walker Kessler, for example. He's, 7 foot almost. There's
when he stepped into a knockdown of 3
and then he takes you down low. It's like, okay, like, until they take him out of the game and the game's over with, what am I going to do about that? You know what I mean?
Hey, some funny shit happened at AAU. So we playing DCA, right? And the kid from Pebblebrook, the freshman kid that's like 6'7", came down, and Jackson was guarding him. He sit down in the stands, whatever. And the kid takes a step off and shoots a 3 and smacked that shit from deep. Jackson turned over and looked at me. I looked at Jackson, was like, "Hey man,
Nothing you can do about it."
Nothing you can do, dog.
I used to have, like, when I had younger kids, like 7th graders, and I would walk in the gym, I would have like 2 or 3, sometimes 3 or 4 7th graders that were like 6'5", 6'6", 6'7". People looking at me like, this motherfucker cheating, all types of shit. So, like, after the game, and I really wasn't, but, like, after the game, people would come up to me from opposing teams, from the ops, and would be like, yeah, and they would be like, oh, that was a great game you played. And I'd be like, thank you. Like, thinking it was real compliment, genuine. That shit ain't genuine. Oh, how old is that motherfucker right there? He probably old as shit. I'm like, nah, actually he's younger than everybody else. He's just bigger than, you know what I mean? So, but it's as far as like, and so if you play a team like that, shit, I'm gonna beat your ass by 50. Because there's nothing you can do about it. But in college, I feel like that shouldn't happen because everybody's strategy, but everybody's grown. You know what I mean? Like, you can lose by 20, you can get dubbed 30, but like
50, 60.
Nah, that shit shouldn't happen.
That's pointing to something else you feel like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some shit, like, to me, it's just like, you didn't box out, you didn't make free throws, you turned the ball, you've done everything wrong.
Okay. Dude just beat the shit out of Fort Valley. What you got to say about that?
That's what I'm saying. That proves my point, though. But that's different, though, because that's Duke, and it's a high major school playing against.
You just said.
Yeah, yeah. But they're not even on the same level. That's like Duke. You know what I mean? That's Duke.
I don't think
something went
them
wrong.
2 teams was the same level. I think that was like a Christian league school.
Fort Valley can't keep up. Like, most high major schools can't even keep up with Duke. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of high major basketball schools that can't even run with Duke. So that's different. But
so Pensacola Christian, maybe that was what happened.
You might be a Christian league school. It might not be an NAIA.
Talladega's a buzzsaw.
But you still shouldn't. But they could be a small school and still not get beat by 60.
Talladega's a powerhouse NAIA. They could probably beat
Yeah.
some low match D1.
Yeah.
Some powerhouse D2. So if you got this Christian college,
that's like 80 points though, bro.
it happened. That might ain't got nobody who's 6'4".
That's true.
Fort Valley bit man was 6'5".
How much did they lose by?
80.
That yeah. That kind of go back to my AAU point. Like, it's the same shit. That's kind of the same thing. Like, it ain't nothing you can do about it. Like, this Duke.
Let's talk about that though. The Fort Valley and
Why did they? How much money did they get for that game?
enough. They win.
Hey, how much money? Let's talk about this. How much money do they have to give you to go?
Shit.
What's the over under? How much money they got?
If I'm the
If I'm the coach,
as the school,
As a
you're
school.
AD,
I'm an AD.
and you want the Duke game, and you know you're gonna get paid for it. What's
What's
the
the-
bag?
probably like 100,000.
What's the bag?
Oh, I need over 100.
Hell
Yeah.
I need over 100.
Yeah.
I need 400,
If I'm under,
or
I need
I
like
need
2, 3
a
feet.
mix. I need 400, not necessarily all cash. I need a mix of cash and product. Like I need shoes.
I wonder what they got. Like it's got to
I
be
got the
online
Nike
somewhere.
bag. Like
Yeah.
I need.
How much did Jordan? How much Morehouse get for that one game when they played Georgia Tech?
To my Kentucky or
Was it Kentucky?
They play Kentucky.
They played both though.
Yeah, they play Kentucky on TV.
But basketball. So I know football teams be getting them big numbers. I don't know if basketball be getting them.
Shit, Duke got the same type of TV contract than everybody else. I mean, in football.
They got a bag, yeah.
Yeah.
Duke got a bag. I know when you go play them.
They probably got like
when you go
200.
play
They probably got
Alabama,
200,000 or something like that. I don't know. That's enough for me to go though. Shit. Especially if you're gonna keep my job. I don't care if I get my ass beat.
At some point,
you don't keep
almost, like as a coach, you almost like.
But the thing about this, the kids even know. That's the weird part about it. Like the kids know, like man, I can't even. If I was good enough to compete with Duke, I would have been on this level. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, but look,
what's the chances of me going in and that's like me as an independent team going in to play a high level Nike team or gold team with a budget. I played one.
I've always said this though. How do the Gonzagas become Gonzaga? How does Virginia become Virginia?
You gotta invest in it though.
You gotta build it.
You gotta build it.
You
Yeah.
have to have, like you said earlier, you gotta have a system or a strategy
Mm-hmm.
that allows you to play with less talented players
Yeah.
against more talent. I think Virginia does that extremely well on the defensive end. Like they're gonna take a whole lot of shit away, and he was doing that.
Virginia takes stuff away from you. Yeah.
Before he had a bunch of NBA dudes that was committed to go.
He knows what he's recruiting though too. He knows what he's recruiting. He
Facts.
recruits long defensive dudes and
So
skilled
I
dudes.
think you gotta build it that way. So I would look
Yeah.
at, the same way I'm expecting for Kennesaw State. Like, let's get guys in that's gonna be able to play a mirror system, but strategically, like, you gotta believe in what you do, and and that strategy has to line up with the type of kids that you can get and the type of competition that you're gonna be able to face. Like, you gotta have an edge. You can't play the same way that Duke is gonna play. Shit, they're gonna out-Duke you.
Yeah. Them dudes are so big. That's what I'm saying. Like sometimes it's just nothing. Like I get it. Like yeah, most of the times you should not be losing by 60. But in that sense, they probably could have lost by 100. Those dudes are huge. You know what I
They
mean?
was having a hard time. They was having.
Them dudes are huge, man.
All right, fellas, we're gonna wrap this thing up. This has been Love of the Game Podcast, episode 7. Anybody want? You don't even know it. We got we sending them off.
You know it.
Are we peacing out?
Hey,
I ain't got no music for y'all this week.
I got a you need to know it.
Hit them up.
If you ain't even know it, Popeye got them chicken sandwiches back out. Gotta get that spicy with that extra mayo. I got 2 of them things.
Listen.
yesterday.
I had a bunch of high school kids in my car this weekend from basically all day Saturday, and you can tell what they really listen to. Like I put on like some Lil Baby, and them motherfuckers knew every single word of that shit. That shit was crazy.
Man.
It's like, and that shit is hard though. I can't lie. That nigga was
Yeah, I
snapping.
listen to the baby, man. These young kids.
Yeah.
young.
So if you ain't up on that shit, man, you might want to hop on. And the baby be going hard too, low key. His shit straight. Yeah.
See why I said that's what he on.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. He did. My you don't even know this for the parents, man. If you're a parent of a basketball player or a potential basketball player, this is the best time of the year, right? In the next couple of weeks,
Catch some basketball.
you're gonna have great basketball events where you can see multiple teams all at the same time, and you can evaluate
Yeah.
what school your child may be a good fit at. You can get to know some of these teams. You can watch them play. You gotta watch. If your kid is in middle school, you should be watching a shit ton of high school basketball games. If your kid is in high school, you should be watching a lot of college games. Like, you have to educate
Not
yourself
only
about
Division One.
not only Division One, because you don't know where your kid is going. You might think you know, but you don't know. Educate yourself. In the next couple of weeks, you got the tip off at McKeitry.
Yep, that's this coming Saturday.
This coming Saturday.
Yeah, that's gonna be crazy.
The next weekend, you got Sean Event on the radar.
Got on the radar hoops.
You got Pebblebrook and South Cobb.
That Friday.
That Friday
Before Sean event. Yep.
You got, at the same time going on a Sean event, you got the Hawks Naismith, right?
Hawks Nate Smith. And you got the Southwest DeKalb showcase next week. That's the Southwest DeKalb
right?
Yeah. So it's a lot of events.
And it just keeps going. It just keeps going. We go straight from that into Hoops Giving.
Yeah.
You go straight from that into Tournament of Champions.
Yeah.
Somewhere in that mix is the Jared Cook Classic.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of things going on.
You got events that's gonna take you from this coming Saturday all the way through Christmas and New Year. Big South Shootout is New Year's Eve. Every weekend you have an event that you can go see 10 teams, 12 teams. Mm-hmm. You don't get that opportunity just doing the regular. At some point, after you come back from New Year's Eve, all the events gonna stop. And then everybody's gonna be playing their conference games or region games or whatever. Take advantage of this week all the way through New Year's Eve. Watch a lot of basketball. Understand where your kids should be playing or should be going to school. Mm-hmm. Or you may decide, hey, we in a great spot, right? And talk to the coaches at the events. They're way more personable than what you may think.
Yeah.
Can we just real quick, since we on this what is it called? Unfiltered. Is it unfiltered?
Yeah.
Unfiltered. Yeah, can we talk about all the people who like want to be in the mix so bad? And like
I thought we was closing the podcast.
Nah, I'm gonna close on that. I'm gonna close on that.
A lot of people that
speak on that.
It's a lot of people that want to be.
Why you want to be in the mix so bad? Like, I just feel like for me, okay, I don't even know if I'm in the mix or not.
Explain what you mean when you say in the mix. Let's start.
They want to be like the mastermind. They like the creative control. They want I handle that situation. I got him to where he was type motherfuckers. That shit just getting out of hand.
It's a credit. Everybody
want credit to the point where it's like,
does it matter?
You think the kid didn't make no jump shots himself.
Right. And then two, it's like, okay, you're stay in your lane.
Stay in your lane. I think that's the biggest thing.
Stay in your lane. So it's like, if you're a coach. If you're a AAU coach during live period. If you're a trainer, you train the fuck out the kids. If you're a parent, you know what I'm saying? Stay in your fucking lane. If you're a director and a scout and a writer, then you evaluate. You can't fucking do everything. And that shit, to me, it's just like, it's annoying. So when I see that on Twitter, I start to unfollow people.
And
I'm starting to unfollow because you're fucking annoying.
Hey, I'm gonna check. Hey, for fun, I gotta check Bryce's Twitter follows and see who got cut.
Oh, they're slowly getting cut.
Hey, so look,
some real shit.
That is some real shit. And I'm gonna add on to what you just said though too. My nigga, if you ain't done playing, play.
Ooh.
If you ain't done playing, my nigga, play.
Keep playing.
And don't coach and train until you done.
Until you absolutely done, yeah.
Because you're gonna end up. I see it happen so much.
You can't coach. You can't see what's going on.
You can't because you're so busy
trying to get a bucket or two. Yeah.
And you comparing yourself to the kids. And what you wind up doing is you wind up hating on the kids because you feel like, shit, all the pub they getting, I should have been getting.
Yeah, most definitely. Oh yeah, you got the
only time I play is if I got a kid missing or I got like 9 or it's an odd number. All right, let me hop in real quick so we can let me get an even number.
And I'm not saying
I really don't even like playing over. The kids be like, you gonna play that? Now you got your shoes in the car. I be like, yeah, I do. I come on, bro. I keep shoes in the car. But then they be like, so they get in the car, they're like, Coach, I thought you ain't had no shoes with you. I'm like, yeah, these LeBrons hurt, nigga. I ain't fucking wearing these shits. Yeah. But really I just don't want to fucking play. Like, I just don't want to fucking play with you right now.
I don't think that is any jumping in from time to time.
Yeah. I don't think it's cool. Yeah.
But you can't compete with the kids that
Yeah.
You're in charge.
That you're trying to manage and supervise.
You're trying to get them kids
Look,
to the next
man.
level. You can't compete with them.
So you
Yeah.
coaches out here trying to get their rocks off in practice.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
facts. Coaches, trainers.
But you know what's it's funny
Whoever.
right now? I got a lot of friends that trainers. Me and Rob was at the Pebblebrook game. Me and Rob, we evaluate different because he's looking at it as a training aspect. I'm talking about Rob Allen, and I'm looking at it as him playing at the next level. He's looking at Caleb where I'm saying this and this and this about Caleb. We're not disagreeing. We agreeing. He's just looking at, well, if I train him or if he work on this, he doing that. Well, I'm like, yeah, but he's not doing that right now. I'm not.
100%.
He's not probably not gonna be able to do it. I'm not saying he won't.
100%.
So it's
Like,
it's two different types of
Twitter is like a gift and a curse when it comes to basketball, because like now everybody feels like they can post everything. And you know what I mean? Like, what right? Like, what? Like, what if I'm a kid or a kid's parent? And I'm like, damn, that's my son. Like, what if I wanted to post that shit first? You fucking post him. You know what I mean? Like, some shit to me is just like, it's just excessive. And not everything needs to be. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just like, I just feel like the lines are being blurred. And like for me, like with the Kane shit, like nobody wanted to fucking play with me 2 years ago.
Oh, most definitely.
Nobody. I was getting my ass beat. I won 2 games in live period. 2. So like, okay, I told myself that shit ain't gonna happen no more. I know how this shit work. I'm gonna go, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna build this shit. So I feel like I have the right to tweet what I tweet because I was on a fucking grind. Like, I was picking kids up. I have Uber kids 30, 40 miles from house to the gym, so on and so forth. So it's like, I own the right to, like, if I want to tweet out some shit about my shit, I'm going to tweet it out. But I'm not crossing the boundaries. I'm not going into a training session like, yeah, that's my kid. Like, nigga, I don't give a fuck. Train the nigga. Please train him so this nigga can come on my team and make a fucking jump shot.
I think.
You see what I'm saying?
I mean,
Please.
I feel like
Tell this nigga to look up. And so we on my team, the nigga will fucking look up and pass the ball.
It's a crazy.
But I don't go in your sessions
Right.
and
Exactly.
run your sessions. I'm not gonna do that. I have respect. I have been through the pledging process. I understand. You know what I'm saying? All that shit. So I get it. So to me, it's just like,
facts.
Stay in your fucking lane.
stay in your fucking lane. You chose to do what you did because you thought that was your angle.
That was your angle, yeah.
Just like me, I chose to do what I did because I was like, that's my angle. This is my end. This might get me shit to where I want to be. So that, you know what I'm saying? But I don't ever try to cross over that boundary. If anything, I'll reach out to the forces or whoever it is and say, yo, who's that? Are you training with him? He's nice. Like, what's his deal? Out of respect, I'm not gonna go hop in that nigga session and be like, you know what I mean? Like, I just get it, bro. I feel like that shit is just like, it's just getting out of control.
Man, cloud chasers.
It's shit getting out of control.
One thing that I will say, right, and I'm just gonna speak as a parent, and I've said this like episode 2 of the damn podcast a long time ago. Not SUV episode 2. I'm talking about the real episode 2 years ago.
Over the phone podcast.
Facts. I feel like there's a certain amount of arrogance from some people around basketball that they come off as if nobody knows what the fuck they doing except for me.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say this. I ain't even gonna talk about nobody in Atlanta. We had a college coach, and I'm gonna leave it at that because that way nobody knows exactly who said it. We had a college coach come on our podcast and say that very thing about media people or trainers or coaches in another state.
Mm-hmm.
And they said, it just seems like they feel like, shit, don't nothing move if it don't move through them. And that shit is annoying.
Yeah.
Like, that shit got annoying. Like, Atlanta, let's not be like that. Like, we gotta respect the next man's work. Like,
Exactly.
I saw an argument on Twitter.
I'm not trying to we're not taking away from nobody else's work.
No, most definitely.
Like, okay, one man plant, another man water,
Yeah.
another man gonna come harvest. Like, that's how this shit work.
Yeah.
Like, you taught a kid how to dribble, I taught a kid how to shoot.
Yeah.
Like,
But I taught that kid how to play together and put them on the floor and put them in front of coaches. So ultimately, you have nothing to fucking say.
but,
Damn. I know who that's toward.
sheesh.
But no,
That could be for anybody. I'm just saying, like,
Hey, speak your piece.
right, you said some.
this is the reason why I did. This is the reason why I chose. This is the personal reason why I chose not to go into training, because I have more of a passion for coaching and putting people together and getting an ultimate goal of winning a game. So it's like, that's why I chose not to train. I don't want to be in the gym one-on-one with a kid for an hour and take his fees and go home. That doesn't do anything for me personally. Like, I don't get anything out of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I get shit out of, that's tough. I get shit out of winning games. You know what I mean? So yeah. Anyway, I'm done. Hopefully y'all don't post this shit on Twitter and shit.
That was some.
I'm with you on that.
Shit. Yeah.
That's. I mean,
And it's all respect. I'm just saying, I just feel like people are doing too much. You just doing too much. I'm not trying to take away from your business. We're not trying to take away from your business. We're not knocking your hustle. You could be the greatest trainer in the world. That's great. But it's like,
Stick to what you do.
I stick to what I do. You don't. You haven't seen me in no damn training session.
I'll put it like this.
I don't want to train no fucking body.
Exactly.
I tell Dewan all the time. At the end of the day, right? I will talk to you and tell you, hey man, I talked to you about this. We go over this. We work for this. We do this. But I'll never take that and try to take credit for that in front of somebody else.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, I didn't make none of those passes.
Right.
I didn't hit none of those shots.
I know damn well I ain't make none of them
I
dunks.
didn't do none of that shit.
Yeah.
And even the training, I can pour into you, but at the end of the day, it's still your work.
It's your work, yeah.
Like, this is your work that nobody can take.
And that's a great point. That's a great point.
It's a lot of people trying to.
You're taking credit for my work,
credit.
even though I'm paying you, or you're helping me get to that point.
Facts.
It's still
Still-
I'm the artist.
You just handed me the brush.
Yeah,
You just
I
handed me
have
the
to.
just like anybody else, a teacher. I mean, but
Kids still got to go out there and take those shots, even in the
and
workout.
make them and be able to handle the
The
pressure
kid
and
has
so on
to
and so
take
forth,
what they learn in the workout
and translate it.
and then continue to work on those things when he's not with his trainer.
Right.
Then the kid has to go and take that skill set and be
Master
able to
it, apply it to real into the game.
into a game with
Yeah.
his coach in that system.
Yeah.
Like, it's still the
It's a
kid.
lot. Yeah, so the kid.
It's still the kid doing the work, and a lot of people.
That's that's a great point. Like, I'm not gonna take credit for, like, I had a kid that trained with Swain a couple years ago, and he probably was like one of our first Division I kids. He went Division I. Marcus Foster. I'm not taking nothing away from that training because I know he needed that training.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He needed all of it. He needed the training. He needed the AAU side of it. He needed all that to get to where he needed. So it's like, I'm not going to take anything away from those trainers. But Swain also, like, he came and watched, but he didn't, like, you know what I mean? Like, and that was
Never
it.
stepped over. When it was your time to coach, it was your time to coach.
That was it, bro.
100%.
You know what I mean? He make suggestions or whatever, but it wasn't like, okay, let me hop on Twitter and so and so reached out. Like, come on, bro.
But like I say, them guys are clout chasers. Them guys just want you to respond or want you to go at them so they can get some followers. Like me, you ain't. A lot of the tweets, it ain't even worth responding because they want to get on so bad. Like, I remember I told y'all, I said this basketball stuff like a secret society.
Oh yeah, it's super secret.
It's like
It's super secret.
It's a group. It's a game. Like,
Yeah.
people fuck with you, people don't
But look,
fuck with you.
but look how long you gotta grind, bro.
Bro,
I've been grinding since I had kids that was in 4th grade. They now in 11th grade now.
yeah, like I was tweeting before I got with you.
Yeah.
I was doing that for 2 years.
Using the gym every day.
I was in the gym every day.
Yeah.
Middle school, CCJVC, high school, still going down to South Georgia doing my shit. This before I holler at someone like I tweet better.
But then people see you grinding, they like, I see you, dog.
Yeah,
I see you. Yeah, I see you. Yeah.
And this was my thing when it comes to doing the love of the game shit. I never asked these y'all niggas for nothing. I never. Hey, look, dog. When we started doing love of the game, and Locke would be getting on me about this shit. Damn, Dre, you paid to get in? Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Pay my own way.
I had to
Yeah. I do that too though. Like if I have a person come out and take pictures or something like that, they might say, "Well, I'll just do it for $15." Nah, bro, I'm gonna give you your 40. You know what I mean? I'm gonna give you what I feel like. And don't get me wrong, I'm not balling like that, but I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna pay you for your work. I'm gonna pay you for your work, like, because I want people to pay me for what I feel like I deserve. So I don't want people to walk away from and be like, "Damn, that motherfucker got over me and shit." You know what I mean? I'm posting pictures of my kids dunking and they should look good. Nah, I'm a you know.
And I think, like you said, no clout chasing, no, disrespect. It's a lot of guys, aside from the clout chasers and haters and all this other, it's guys around this shit just because we love it.
Yeah.
That's
like,
the thing.
like before.
I don't really make much money off this shit.
No,
I got a real job.
I'm making a living off basketball. Like,
and I spend way more money trying to do the podcast than I ever anticipated.
I've lost money getting kids to the gyms.
exactly. Like,
100%.
But at the end of the day, I'm like, well, it's kind of what I signed up for. I got a job, and I'm gonna get it back on the back end. I'm gonna get it back. I'm gonna get it back when a kid is playing at the next level.
And it's fun. And
It's fun, and I like it. Yeah.
It's better than sitting in a cube.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day, like to me, that's what it's about. Like
truth is.
love the game. Whether I get in free or not, I'm going to the same events. And I'm gonna cover the same shit, and I'm gonna talk the same shit because I just enjoy being around the game.
Yeah.
Like I didn't like this podcast ain't about us trying to. Oh, we are the. You know what I mean?
The
eat
doll.
basketball. Like my opinion
Right.
is where it's.
It's what it is. Yeah.
Like whatever. If you don't, you don't like it.
Yeah.
There's other podcasts. Yeah.
You know, people think we just started this like once we got on SUV. We
been a
grinded
long
for
time.
2 years. Like when we tell people that, they like, what? I'm like, hey, go look it up. Go listen to the old episode.
SUV has 6 episodes. We have over 50 episodes that were done before we got the SUV TV.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, still shy of SUV though. Y'all still like that.
SUV's fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey man,
Yeah.
SUV. I'm still waiting for the Revolt bag. SUV.
Woo! Can we get a revolt?
Hey, Revolt need to come purchase SUV TV. I can't even say it because Mark.
Holla at Diddy.
Shit.
Holla at Diddy or something.
50 episodes?
We have over 50 episodes
That's a grind.
before we got to SUV and them shit.
So how many we got now? 56?
50. We over
57. This makes
57.
So,
in 2 years.
That's crazy.
but man, that's our show for today, man. I hope y'all enjoyed it. We'll be back next week. We are back on in our cozy confines of SUV TV. We do have a guest, don't we? Next week?
Couple.
Yeah, sure. We got two some of the best JUCO coaches in the state. We got Rico Dawson.
Hunter?
You know, won back-to-back conference championships from Central Georgia Tech, and we got my dog Corey Baldwin from South Georgia State, who's been around the game for a minute in this JUCO ball. So we got 2 great coaches that are gonna put more insight on JUCO basketball, which I'm very interested in because I love JUCO hoops.
No doubt. No doubt. I think it's going to be a great show. That is going to be episode 8, November 10th. Love the Game will be back. This episode is pre-recorded. We'll be back live November the 10th at 6 p.m. Until then, it's Madre Allen. We out.
Peace.